Budgeting doesn't have to be overwhelming and boring. A budget is a very essential tool that we use to manage our finances and put our finances in order. It tells our money where to go. But in some sense, we find it so complex to deal with that we say, no, 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 I don't want to do this. All right, but in this video, I'm going to help you simplify budgeting by introducing 5 basic elements of a budget that will help you to properly draft your budget, create your budget, and you'll be able to use that budget to achieve your goals and also manage your finances efficiently. Getting into the video, number one basic element of a budget is income, and income is the bedrock of a budget. Without an income, there won't be a budget to create or even to draft. Your income could be from your job, your side hustle, it could be from rental properties, it could be from your business, whatever you do to bring money into your account. That is your income. So when you're creating your budget, it is important to write out all your sources of income, how much you're expecting or how much you get from those incomes. Write them out, because this is the money you're going to be allocating to the different areas of your budget. This does not mean that you can't budget even if you're on a low income. Budgeting is not solely for high income earners or low income earners. No, budgeting is for intentional people. If you're intentional about putting your finances in order, budgeting is for you. You can budget either on a low income or even on a high income. Low income does not mean you shouldn't budget. You can budget on a low income even as you're working on increasing your income. So be intentional that whatever my income is, I'm going to put this money into proper use, into where I want it to go to, not wondering where it's going to at the very end of the probably of the month or after you pay. The second basic element of a budget is savings. Savings is very important. It is important that you allocate some part of your money, some part of your income for savings. And this could be saving for an emergency. Yes, we don't expect emergencies to happen. We don't expect bad things to happen, but anything can happen. So when you have some money set aside, saved for emergency, it can help you during an emergency. It will serve as a cushion for you during that emergency before you get out of that emergency condition. Also, you can also save for goals. You have specific goals you want to save for, whatever it is. It could be to buy a house, it could be to buy a car. No matter what your goals are, you can save for it. And also, you can also save for investments. You can save to and later on put that saving into investments. Of course, after doing your proper and due diligence, investment comes with risks. So you have to understand your risk level. You have to understand what the investment is all about before putting your money into it. And with investment, your money is working for you. You know, the third basic element of a budget that is very important is your needs. Your needs are mandatory expenses that you have to make. They are important for your survival and your well-being. So it is very important to list out your needs in a way that you know that this expense I have to cover it. This expense is very important to me. So your needs could include your rent, it could include your utilities, either electricity, water, and so on. It could also include food and some essential things that you just know that you need. The fourth basic element of a budget is your wants. Wants are not basic needs. They are your desires and your preference, and they help you to live a quality life. And this could be include entertainment, going out, having fun, dining out, technology, um, and so on. When you're creating your budget, it's personal to you, and you know what your finances is about. You know things that you can allocate into your wants, into your needs. So these are basic things that you should be able to say, okay, this is my needs, this is my wants. And there's a difference between needs and wants. Needs are basic things that you need for survival, while wants are just desires and preferences that you want and helps you to live a quality life. The fifth basic element of a budget is debt repayment. This is not for everybody, but it is important for some people that are in debt, that are owing. Either you're owing people or you're owing institutions. It is important that you pay up this money, because debt comes with a lot of stress. When you're owing, you just feel this financial stress, this burden on you. And the best thing is to do is to clear off those debts. And how do you do that? It is by being intentional that I want to clear off these debts. Sometimes we come up with, I don't have the money to pay right now, but that is not it. You have to be intentional, and your intentionality is about putting it into your budget, creating space, making room for it in your budget, and making conscious effort to pay back the money. And the truth is, when you're paying back the money, you're doing yourself a lot of good because, especially if you're owing institutions, it comes with interest rates. If you don't pay on time, the it keeps increasing, the money keeps increasing and increasing. And before you know it, you're paying a lot more than you borrowed and the initial interest you're supposed to pay on it. So it is best that you pay off those debts, be intentional about it, put it into your budget, make a room for it, and with no time or with little amount of time, you will become debt free. So these are the five basic elements of a budget. This knowing this basic elements of a budget will help you to properly craft your budget. Remember that budget is personal to you. You know what you're earning, you know your income, you know the basic needs you need to cover, you know your wants, you know what you want to put into savings depending on your goal, you know what you should put into investments, and you know if you have debt or no debts. If you have no debts, very fine. So you can leave that part out of it. But if you have debt to pay, you have to create a space in your income to fit into paying off the debt. And with this simple layout, you can easily create your budget